Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Nti enu na eya ema ebimu entity omo prices no. Otherwise, if you can say dollar no ekofoma ana yenye Cedi no ekosora, it should not affect who a businessman most of the time are more importers. It shouldn't affect you because uko amanoni koto nyamana the dollar value stays the same. Nti emvan said nanka uto phone $100. Uko is still $100. What is here? But because of exchange rate differentials nti all the back chrome ha able turn $120
or $150.
What is here? Because you don't want to lose out because at the next you can say import window no beer na dollar no
as I was no
what is here. But if you can predict with some certainty say within sa period enya dia dollar yi be kosoro biem.
Some company crack say dollar no said in your market calculate there a bit my around 10 cedis thereabout.
No, it's not for him to make that determination. It is a market that determines how the exchange rate fares.
But it was around 16. A team drop up at 10 there.
I said, be say who the end man basa. What is here? And whether a bit you sustain your my and I man basa no. What is here?
Say be a no name company and only minister for finance so Edin Kombo. Tebia no media akwamuno. A man is Irish money say a bit my around 10.
You see, time and night you're running a different fixed exchange regime, no. Ministry of Finance necessity and our Bank of Ghana necessity, exchange rate, no. Yeah, travel. Now Ghana is running, even though they say it's supposed to be flexible exchange rate regime. Our market never determine the price of currency in Asifo.
Okay.
But Enukrano is not fully flexible. As I say, the central bank comes to auction dollars to support
external forces to meet the
fuel. The Ghana cry, we are not running a fully flexible AE. But Enumpono finance minister Antimin Kancha say, the dollar is going to stay this way. It is the market dynamics that determine. Man ba form no. The question is a bit me akoswa ya na. Nukra woman say you could turn dollar no. I mean you could turn gold. Enya forex. Yedi buy no, you know, we threw the dollars into the system. Now there is enough forex in circulation. What has here? And it has had some ripple effects on Crawford no more hoardy dollars in Asifo. But going forward no, you bet me maintain the amount of forex are in circulation so that you continue to push down the price of dollar na you bet me enu ni asem no
amount for so okay say some of the contractors
but when we just aban we just start borrowing omo just start you can say
bisiabo just aban ba onkoji bisia bia sana person chana
yes external loan emu odu yenyankoji apart from IMF ekoji. When government begins to access the capital market, say aban esha say kojiji loans amanoni
they said
we had to suspend the servicing of external debt because of
negotiations
what has here so we had to have negotiations with your official creditors nibi and in grace period say okay for this period you be mamu allowance na mwashare some bit and first one ananka ombenya on the bonds we sold to them no krano ebimu had to give up on those you can say gains na say omunya ana spreads na say omunya on the bonds they bought no until we had a special arrangement and Ukra even affected how much people want to access our bonds and buy bonds. But the emphasis say Ghana etimia back na we are able to inspire some confidence in external investors. Almost okay. So see, I better more bonds, no. Or more top bonds now. You have to start servicing the interest on those bonds and whichever debt instrument you go to contract. Yes, started chia. Meanwhile, what has here? Inti
maybe some question. We say yes, started chia.
Because Cedis now said it.
Me and Nasa.
And it's not that easy, sir, to say, I didn't know Atiaba say it's going to stay that way, Debbie. No, I mean, these are realities. I say, I am excited, sir. The exchange rate, you know, is down, and I encourage, you know, has a picture. What is it? But the question is, are we able to sustain it? And when you ask them, well, now we'll be about why the fall in you can say the exchange rate.
Atik, wait just a minute. Answer number 12 so no. Enya ntia say traffic bia unity o eye banyard no malam kwashima kwantimpo so ahyen ne bi nko ne bi aba adawa for dodo na akwantufu akakwam tiesre mtt di force madaroma moja eto de de amoa ne bi so afrɛ mu se mamu na nyentia e banyard ene kwashima kwantimpo nem no ese kwana lock cars ne bi nko ne bi aba enti Ghana Police Service mtt di madaroma respectfully se mutima do na makwa kwhwe ne komada o ma Atik to aso.
Yes. Until now, Obi says we are not seeing the pass-through effects of exchange rate depreciation, no, and decline, no, in yam prices. And Anamika say Ghana our prices are very sticky. Whenever things change, a chair and sana they reflect in the prices. But and Oka say a to the beer and crofo muton you may almost see yet to sooner yet ton a beer yebekono. Na dollar no so asama no so, and I think that's the problem because it doesn't allow businesses to plan so that it will reflect in their prices. But no mijide say at least maybe a dollar it will stay there for a while. But the question I maybe say and say ya my dollar and bar from can we sustain it?
Yes,
because the major intervention I bet me my yen sikasem ajina na nine so. And he say we begin to change the structure of your economy. Politicians be about now transform the economy, but they do very little in practice to actually transform your economy. No, says here your crabby beer wamanoni. Now, if you look at your trade balance, it's always been in deficit. Say because we import more than we export.
Chese enyoma yehia no. Dodo na ye crave among farmers.
What I say? Me wa bebre na wo ha ebetimi ayen wo Ghana ha. And it has to take deliberate government effort. Now, many penyimbi, I don't know if I have his permission to mention his name. Now, many penyimbi didn't come about building generational businesses.
And
say business sebi no run free mukrana. Business no because why you juma Ghana man. A lot of young businesses are Ghana. Sebi, if the founder is dead or egu. And sometimes instead of say Abembeka say, look, I am trying me raise the next generation of billionaires. Until genuine businessmen are on their own. No. Yet target you yes 50 of them. We are propping up 50 billionaires. Until Kwanya Juma Muyenu, ye Buama trim tinim and all that. Exactly. Na niese di buamuno, na ya buamu, those who are into production, na ya buamu more. Because production is a problem of this country. We don't produce,
but we consume.
We are consumers. We are not producers. What is here? Now, to me, targeting 50 solid businessmen. Minka those corrupt ones are now the omudi are buying. I'm talking about the genuine businessmen are on their own. No, they have been able to establish businesses or more grow businesses. No, I could group and pencil.
Now, Abambias is saying I ain't paying woman.
Me who be that? What we usually do is say, startups are not buying here. Your best startup scheme is by 1,000. Who are NEIP? Who are enterprise? Maslog, small enterprise agency. Who are yes, Nina Yediba. Yediba Nina. So look, we should be looking at beyond startups. No, ebi more Marco Drew Pempensubia. They need government to help them. So Omukrabet me BM.
Now startups no kura Atik mintu no startups now kaka with the organizations now boy no normally no.
So they end up becoming money for food soldiers.
Exactly.
No, we need to look beyond startups. Yeah, you see, who started model back na anye juma. You review. Who say still anyway is not giving us the desired outcomes now. Then you change your plan. By end the yes bana anye juma na di no aba. Okay, yes, I say na friend NEIP. Look, your your NEIP, your Maslog, your small enterprises agency, all kinds of groups. This
FM 104.3. Good to meet you.